So, yeah. Okay. Let's do more chill. Oh, I mean, that was pretty chill, but okay. So, Digital Circus. For starters, should I save my opinion for later? Oh, I'm kind of thinking, okay. Should I save my opinion for later or talk about it now? Because I've already watched the full episode. I really like this episode, by the way. I like really, really like this episode. Um, I'm gonna talk a little bit about it. I won't talk about everything, I guess. We'll do half and half. Um, so just for starters, this episode, it, it it's I feel like it's an episode story-wise that like is supposed to be a bad story. Like it doesn't follow the traditional story formula that like the hero's journey and stuff. It's like those little ideas that are like this is how you structure stories. It does that, but then it throws it all out the window. And it makes sense if you hate this episode. I don't hate this episode. I really like this episode because it takes the traditional formula and it makes it all into Caine's like creation. Like it's not that the video or the story doesn't matter anymore or the circus characters aren't affected with it. That's what's neat about it, is that there is a purpose to it. There is something after this episode to gain. It's at the end of the episode, it's probably got as much character development and like actual things that is real and things to think on as the rest of the other episodes, to be honest. Like by the end, there's not much else because everything's a lie. So like, it's actually a really good episode. So I guess we'll just get into it. So now those are my initial like thoughts. I'm gonna rewatch the episode. I guess I'm not gonna pause it, but I will talk about it. And I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do when it comes to theories. Like I don't know. I don't have any theories at this point. Really, but I think obviously I think this episode makes the theories obviously before most likely not true, but it also opens up the land of honestly any theory is up for grabs, to be honest. I think it expands a lot on the potential of theories. So, knowing that, I think the theories are going to be very broad that I bring up. And I think the potential for this, like for episode 8, and that's the thing. Okay, I'll get more into it later, but episode 8 and 9 are going to be either the craziest episodes or it'll be just like acceptance and then that's that, yeah, I'll talk about it more after the episode, but this episode is really good. I really liked episode 7. Okay, here we go. I'm just gonna check the audio levels because I don't want to be like quiet. I'll turn it down a little bit.
Is the adventure over already?
No.
Chat, let me know if it sounds like bad.
Oh, well, don't be a narc. Find your own hiding spot.
It's not that. It's just that we haven't even seen Caine at all today. Plus, Gangle was looking for you. Hi, Zooble.
That's the thing.
Wait,
when does these episodes take place? Because there's definitely
Hello,
like
my little rubber baby buggy bumpers. Today I've decided to go
there's
to the
an
store
impression
to
that
get
these
essential
episodes
ingredients for my
have
signature milk and
like middle
cigarette
points where they go and do things in the
I
middle
hope you
of
can
them.
handle yourselves until I get back.
Fucking Caine.
well, this was fun while it lasted.
So, what's the adventure today?
Oh, I don't have an adventure for you today, so you can do whatever you feel
They
like.
made Caine in this
Alright,
episode,
sounds
by
fine
the
to
way,
me.
like a dog.
You should ask
They
me for
actually,
suggestions on what
yeah,
to
they
do
made him
instead.
way more animated and more like
What should we do
doggy,
instead?
dog-like
Gangle,
eyes and stuff.
Great question, Gangle. For an answer, let me consult the Chinese room.
Okay, had a bit prepared.
So people actually have talked about this and what this all means. It's nothing crazy, but it's a neat little. It's similar to the like
Okay, why
Daisy Bell
Chinese? Does
song,
this actually mean anything?
like in terms of
It's a
significance.
mystery what's behind that door, but I believe it's a fluent Chinese speaker who will give me advice.
Does Caine
Can I
know
just ask
about the
why?
viewers?
Like, what even is?
Why
Your
did he
only
do a
maybe to
Jax
take
there?
longer.
That's a little weird.
What does it say?
I don't know. I don't understand Chinese.
Hilarious.
Real.
I don't know. Why don't you guys hang out at the Digital Lake? These locations have just kind of been
Digital
there
Lake.
this whole time. Not sure why you never visit them.
You should throw up.
Okay. Real quick, I'm just gonna do a double check for my audio because if I'm quiet, I'm gonna be upset. Because if I'm quiet, I'm gonna be upset. Oh God. Oh, wait, hold up. Oh, I can't go back. Okay. Here, I'll test it right now. Test. What? Okay, hold up.
Beach party.
Okay, hold up. Hello. Okay, it's perfect. Damn, I didn't know my stream was like no latency. It's like perfect. Okay, cool.
Oh.
All right, I
that
ruined
could
your
be
joke,
fun.
Caine. I'm sorry.
Plus, there are some fun NPCs out there
Sorry,
that none
Kate.
of you have even interacted with yet.
I'm guessing they're not intelligent ones.
They most certainly are not. Now, go have fun.
Thanks, Caine.
Wow, what a good day! Wow!
So I guess these are the sun voice lines
Alright,
that
so who
were.
wants to try Caine's magical
about.
changing booth first?
I guess I'll give it a go.
Wow, you look mediocre. If you ever
Damn.
need a sunburn, give me a call.
Me too. Me
I
too.
don't want a sunburn.
Should have thought of that before I decided I hate you.
True.
Don't interact with the sun. She's just like that.
So okay, so there's so much to talk about. I can't talk about it right now. Bah. Yep. Accuracy.
I'll get it.
So this upcoming part, by the way, let's let it play
Hey
through.
there. If you want to find my sunken treasure chest, you'll have to try better than that.
So what is that art style? Obviously, it's like really, really old, like either video games
So,
or
I
something
was
that
just
has
talking
really
to my
bad
brother here,
animation.
and yeah, you are definitely
But why is
not
it so
getting a sunken
recognizable?
treasure chest. Definitely not.
Do
Why
I
is it so recognizable?
want your treasure
get it.
chest? It's not like there's anything to spend money on.
I'm the one that tells lies. Dude, you ruined it.
Is that your treasure?
Dude, no, they took everything. That was my entire life savings, dude. Oh my god. Oh god. Oh my god, I'm gonna be sick.
The glitching
I'm gonna
through
be
the floor and
sick. That was
everything is so perfect.
Oh my god.
Canonically,
Did you find
Palmney would
Nah,
actually steal
somebody
treasure.
plundered it before I could.
What?
What? Oh,
Aw.
wait, you're right.
Canonically, Pomni is a thief.
What was that for?
Oh, let me think. There's that time you ran me over with a steamroller. The time
Oh,
you
she
pushed
has a
Gangle into
cross-like
pool of
arm.
piranhas,
I just noticed
when you
that.
set me on fire, mailed me a pipe bomb, threw me into an
Also
active
an umbrella
volcano.
hat.
I could go on.
Aren't you supposed to be miserable about
Potentially
your ability to
Pomni's
choose your
unicorn.
own body or something?
Aren't you supposed to be causing trouble for everyone?
Hmm.
I've been starting to think that maybe the ability to change is fine. Not needing to commit to one thing all the time.
How about that?
And if I do still
about
have
that?
problems, I talk about them with the people I trust.
Good thing I don't have any problems then.
Where are you going?
Anywhere you losers won't yap my ear off.
Hello there! How's the shrimp NPC?
What does that shrimp say there? What is the actual voice line? Hold up. She obviously it's hello there.
How's the shrimp NPC?
Okay, as a shrimp NPC and just freezes. What? I'm so confused. As the shrimp NPC and that's it. I guess maybe because Pomni didn't interact, so it just couldn't do anything, and then that. Yeah. You're welcome. Poor shrimp. Poor shrimp. Poor shrimp. Nice. Bro, this part during the live premiere froze for everyone. It was really bad. It ruined so much of the tension. It was so bad. It ruined so much of the tension, man. Yes. So, I don't know. I don't think that really has, like, I don't know how much lore actually matters, you know? Hold. I also really appreciate that the animation for Jax. He's breathing harder, more rapidly, because he's kind of freaked out.
Same.
I have no idea if that has significance either. The glove getting digitalized off of his hand. I have no idea if that has significance. Also, who comes up with this stuff? Like the visuals specifically. Obviously, it makes sense to have like the warping stuff, but like, my thoughts is that these visuals right now are maybe like, if you were to go inside the iris, that's what I was thinking. Was like, oh, it's because in your eye, your iris has like weird kind of shapes and stuff. So that initial part, it's like going through the iris, and now he's in like kind of the blank space between his eye. I don't know. Maybe it has no significance and it just looks cool for the heck of it. And then this part obviously is just meant to show Frogget and that other guy, the clown guy. I forgot his name. I'm not gonna lie. Kaufmo, there we go. It was on the tip of my head. But let me actually do full picture, by the way. Why was I not doing full picture? Good question. So the colors changing are very similar to the eyes. There you go. Yeah. So it goes rainbow color, which is obviously the eyes when you I am.
Way to interrupt
I'm not.
my nap.
I swear that I watched his Circus this episode 1. What is it called? Abstract. There we go.
Your what?
Yeah.
Abstraction. Yeah.
He's not actually
the
an
colors of the eyes.
NPC. He's a human. Like us.
Yes, I know. Getting stuck with a blank mannequin body of all things. Caine completely overlooked me. But because of this, I was able to, well, I think I found the way to leave.
Did you now?
Leave?
Yes.
Did you?
The way to leave the circus and get back to the real world.
It is interesting how
Yes,
they just
but
kind of
please keep it
skipped
discreet.
the
If Caine catches on,
interaction
I
between
doubt
the
he'll
mannequin.
ever let us get this far again.
Like, obviously
That's
it's not
why we came to you.
bad. It's just like,
We thought you might have
I
a
wonder if
key
there's a
to the Chinese
like other
room.
than just to get to the point.
Chinese room.
That makes
Yes,
sense to me.
we're gonna need a place to talk without Caine listening in on us. I have a working theory that Caine will commit to a bit no matter what.
Probably true.
And if the bit is to not know what's in the Chinese room,
He'll
he'll
commit to
stick
bits.
it.
Yeah.
I guess I'll check. These are all the keys I have where I don't know what they go to.
Wait. Don't you want to come with us? This could be our one chance.
So Palmy's the
to
only one that actually
finally
tries
leave
to
all
reach
this
out to
behind.
Jax, which is obviously her kind of thing.
Sure, why not?
Where even is Caine? He might be suspicious of us even being here.
He's probably in his office, planning adventures.
How do we even know we can trust this guy? Has he done anything to prove he's human?
I've been here longer than any of you. I helped create this place. I'll explain more when we're in the room, but for now, please just trust me. You will not regret it.
I have nothing to say to
Am I
that.
doing this wrong? None of these even fit in the keyhole.
Oh, poor
Has
Caine.
anybody even tried just...
Oh, thank God.
So
okay,
good.
well, it's open.
It's so
Let's just
good.
get inside before Caine sees
Pony's
us.
face.
Go get Kinger.
We can fill him in later.
Hmm.
I don't really know if I'm ready to face him again after what happened. We've both done things we're not proud of.
All
Sure,
right.
bud.
Convince me.
I'm one of the original programmers of the Digital Circus.
Uh-huh.
I was part of a team of experts employed by C&A to bring this place to life. Kinger was one of my co-workers.
I hate
Back
watching
when he
this
was
episode right now
still-
because I
I
know
think Caine
the
worked with
pain of knowing.
Oh, whoops.
The
Sorry.
pain. You just
I
know.
can see it.
Well,
It's so
as
good.
production went on, the higher-ups at C&A started getting untrustworthy. They began forcibly hooking my fellow co-workers up
Good
to the
art style, by
computer
the way.
in special stasis pods that would
Pretty
keep
neat.
them
I
alive
like this art style.
and analyze their brains. Just awful stuff.
I'm gonna shoot you down and say none of us are CNA employees. How would we have gotten hooked up to this big machine just by putting on a headset?
That's what I wondered as well.
Hmm.
But then I remembered that C&A was planning on expanding development. Last I remember,
I'm not gonna lie,
I was
it
asking
is
too many
very.
questions, and then
There's a
poof,
lot of clues
I was here.
that make him
They're
like.
probably doing the same.
That
to
makes
anyone
you
that
definitely.
stumbles into that
You get
office.
the idea that he's
Caine
bull crapping, but like.
is an AI.
Yeah, I
That's
think we all
important.
got that.
An AI specifically created to keep your minds active.
It's an AI.
But he's just as much of a prisoner as you are. One that
I'm gonna save my thoughts for after.
won't be able to leave with
Let's
us.
just get to the meat and tell us exactly how we're gonna leave if we're all hooked up to stasis pods.
Yes, of course. So, I did some digging, and I discovered that the stasis pods and the virtual world are both run in the same program. So, theoretically, if we were to access the master console hidden deep within Caine's office, we could terminate it and forcibly awaken everyone who's hooked up. Well,
Ah, sweet little eyes.
obviously, except for Caine.
That's
How do we
important.
get into Caine's office?
We'll need to steal the key from
That's a
Caine,
surprise
and we'll
important
also
thing
need
for
administrator
later.
privileges. I believe you're good at obtaining keys.
Okay, you know what's gonna happen when we do all this? Caine's gonna pop out and say, "Congratulations on beating the Escape the Circus adventure," and everything's gonna go back to the way it always was.
Jax, you don't even know.
I've been watching you.
Jax,
All
you
of
don't even know.
Every trial, every moment of joy, every abstraction.
That is depressing.
I wish I could have come to you sooner, but I didn't want to potentially ruin our only chance at escape by telling you before I knew exactly how we were gonna do it. I'm not a creation of Caine. I've suffered just as much as the rest of you.
Yeah,
I know this all
yeah.
sounds crazy, but if you follow me, you will see freedom. I'll also draw a face on myself, so you can tell me about any other blank
I hate
NPCs.
watching this again.
Oh, what should we call you?
I
Do
hate
you
it.
have a name?
I do.
It's so good. I hate it.
My name is Abel.
Okay, so everyone pointed out that that's stupid until he makes the joke. You know?
Like, is that the name you picked? Or.
Yeah, I thought.
Because I passed on that when I first watched this.
But anyway, first things first.
Like, that's totally a
We need to get
Gooseworx
that
joke,
key.
you know? So it's like, oh, it's fine. Everything's fine.
In order to get the key,
Ugh.
you're going to need to isolate Caine.
Hate.
Try
Let
getting
me
him
tell
alone,
you how much I
someplace
hate
where he'll
since
feel
I've begun to
comfortable
live.
confiding in you.
Hey, Caine, you around?
Whatever the
Hey,
words are.
Jax, I didn't know you could ask if I was around like that. Good job.
You wanna get dinner together?
Gasp! A human wanting to hang.
See what I mean
out
about the
with
dog
me?
eyes?
How could I possibly turn down such an offer?
So, where you wanna...
So, Jax, what you want to talk about, friendo?
What do you want to talk about?
Wait, Jax! I wanted to ask you about the adventures. What do you think I should do to make them more appealing to the Zooble and the Pomni?
I think
We should
that...
figure out what to order first.
think that's such a weird
Conversation
character.
can happen after we've
Like,
loaded
actually,
up on
though.
digital
It's just-
nutrients.
It gets
Then you're
weirder the
going
more
to
the
want to ask
episodes
him
get
about his
on.
hobbies.
Go on.
Odds are he'll get so excited that you care about him, he'll freeze up, and you'll be able to grab the key.
Because you
from
just
inside
know
his
that,
mouth.
you know?
Inside where?
Because you just know that.
What What are your
That
thoughts
makes
on
perfect
cedar
sense.
smoked salmon? I cedar smoked salmon, but I hardly know her smoked salmon.
Do you have any secret hobbies?
Secret
Circus fandom is going crazy right now.
Yeah, like things you do on your own that you'd be interested in talking about.
Talking about.
Why? I
Fucking love Jackson's
didn't
voice
think a
actor.
human would ever want to ask me about my. This is the most fantastic.
Oh yeah, look at that! Look at those iris eyes. You know, that's very similar. I said I wouldn't pause, but I'm sorry. It's very similar to like the kind of look that Jax had when abstracting. So I wonder if that's like at least the inspiration of the visuals. I don't think it means anything, but like it's just the visuals I think look like this for the starters. Like you're going inside of an eye and then you're going into the mind. You know, pretty cool. Anyway, and then the crash. I don't know if the blue screen really matters text-wise.
What you doing there, Jax?
Have I ever told
that-
you how it's
hold up,
my dream
hold
to
up,
get eaten?
hold up,
What you doing there,
hold up.
Jax?
Canonical glitch. This is like weird shadows. Look at that. Look at that.
What you doing there, Jax?
Weird shadows.
Have I ever told you how
Canonical.
it's my dream to get eaten by you?
That's a weird thing to say and want.
True. Damn, Frogget.
Do you really believe it? I mean, everything he says?
I
like how they're just talking
just
about
wanna
this
know what
behind his
Kinger
back,
thinks
literally.
about this.
Yeah. I was thinking the same thing.
Literally behind
How much
his
do
back.
you know about
Just
Kinger?
audibly.
Huh? Oh, I probably know about as much as everybody else, but he's also helped me through some of my hardest times here.
Mm.
Is it weird to say I trust him the most out of everybody?
No, that's not weird at all. I had
Little
a
bit of
similar experience,
I'm
and
sorry, this is totally not about the episode. A little bit of fun fact, this is definitely a texture here. Like this is definitely like low poly hair and there's a texture of like waves going around. I like that. I like it's not like actually like mesh here, it's just texture. Pretty cool.
Everybody?
You know,
no,
fun little tidbit.
that's not weird at all. I had a similar experience, and I think he might know more about this place than he lets on.
Mhm.
Yeah, he has been here longer than anyone else. And I don't know, I think it's kind of strange that Abel isn't interested in him at all.
Like I said, things between us are complicated.
Mm.
I would love to be able to work alongside him again. And you're right to think he has knowledge about this place. It's just, I made a promise.
Oh, so story typical. I love it.
What's going to happen to the people in the cellar?
It
Like
the story
Puffmo and Rick-
the story feels like up until the reveal. It literally feels like the kind of story an AI would make. It's like, oh, we have to have a mystery, right? So things are complicated, you know. Things are hard right now, but here's a mystery. I made a promise. But we need to find out what's in the cave, you know. It just feels like it's forced, you know, and that's the point. I love it. That's the point of this.
I don't know.
It's the
But
point.
let's hope for the best, right? And here we are.
Hope for the best.
The administrator zone.
But like
Yeah,
I
just
was
a random
saying,
wall
this
that goes
Macroverse
right to
place
Caine's
really
office. Yeah, that
intrigues
makes
me. And these
you know,
photos
or the
are all I
administrator.
have
Sorry,
of
it's not
the
the
location.
office. It's
I'm
the
obsessed with them.
getting the
I
administrator
just wish
stuff.
I had more info on the location so I could accurately recreate it. Too bad they cut me off, right?
that probably means
Yeah,
something.
What a shame.
So,
I don't think
what's
it's
your
too
takeaway from
crazy
all
to
this?
think about, but it definitely means something.
What's your takeaway from all this? Is it that I'm actually a cool guy with cool hobbies and not
Tucci.
that much different from you beautiful humans?
Sure.
Wowee! I'm so glad we understand each other a little more. I really am trying my best to make you guys happy, and being appreciated for that just makes me want to.
Man, I really got a little Caine hype.
Well, celebrate by giving you guys anything you ask for. How's that sound?
Sounds good.
Caine Tushy.
This was a nice dinner and everything, but could I go back to the circus? The gals and I were gonna do something which may or may not be a surprise for a special certain ringmaster we want to show our appreciation for.
Gasp! Say no more!
I love Caine. Very interesting.
How long is Jax gonna take? I feel like we've been standing here for hours.
Should we tell Kinger what's happening? I feel bad not including him in any of this.
We're supposed to follow Abel's instructions. It probably couldn't hurt to at least give him a warning, though, just to get him into the right headspace.
Right. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, hi, Gangle. Hi, Zubul.
CVS
You
Caine.
startled me.
So,
Kinger creepy.
we may have discovered something you'll want to hear about. It's
Zubul me for
We're
real.
to leave the circus. We're currently preparing everything, but we need to keep it quiet so Caine doesn't stop us.
Yeah, what she said.
Huh? Leave the circus? How would you... No, that doesn't make sense.
I
He met
love
up
the
with
sound
Abel.
effect there.
He says he was one of the original
accurate.
programmers, and he knows how to shut off the game and free us.
Who?
See, the name thing makes sense. If
Continue
whoops,
this conversation.
sorry. The name thing makes sense because what Caine said was, "Hey, I made it up. It was part of the joke." So that's why I was like, "Oh, I'm passing on that," because he wouldn't know who Caine is because it's not his real name. Or sorry, not Caine. Sorry, Abel. Abel's not his real name, so of course he's gonna be like, "Who?" Because it's his name's not actually Abel in the real world, you know. But I don't know. It's so well done. It's so well done. That's all I'm saying.
Later. Just thought I'd give you a heads up.
And then King goes like, What's
I'm
it
never
about?
doing anything for you guys ever again.
Where's Caine?
Worry not, my dear damsel. I think I stopped him from checking up on us for a while, so no need for your distraction anymore. You're welcome.
In other words, you just made us have to wait longer to do our job. Also, don't call me that.
What's the
She's so mean.
rush? You got someone waiting for you outside?
Don't you?
Oh.
Yeah.
PlayStation 2 logo. Or, you know, intro, whatever you call it.
So,
Boot logo.
how many administrator passes should I get?
6.
Yeah, 6.
Are you sure? Giving
I like how
Kinger
they say
access to the main
6,
console
but I
could be
guess they
dangerous,
didn't include
considering
Abel.
his
Because Abel's like, I'm gonna grab one for myself,
Will it
bro.
be dark in there?
I suppose it will be somewhat dim, but
Then yes.
Try not to ruin
I
it.
want us all to have one.
all right, if you say so.
The dark.
Immediately.
I think I get it now.
Whatever happens, I'm going to put my trust in Kinger.
He's got a lot of wisdom buried in there, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, when he uses it responsibly.
What?
It's nothing. Let's go find the
I,
others.
I'll save it for after.
Don't
I'll
keep
save it for
information
after.
from us if you know something. What happened between you and Kinger?
It'll be clear soon enough.
Typical story.
So, did you distract Caine?
I took care of that.
He thinks he took care of that, but we really have no way.
I
of
hate how
knowing.
much
Such little
Gooseworx got
faith
us,
in my
man.
Goodness.
Oh, I wonder why. If this whole thing gets messed up because of you, I swear to God.
Yeah, let's just all follow Mr. Obvious Twist Villain instead.
Now wait, hold on. You think...
Let's all just calm down and be a team here. Pomni's got administrator passes for everyone. We're all in this together.
He's so mean. He's so mean and mad and depression.
Why do they look like that?
I just love the detail of Kinger immediately like, what?
Wait, pardon me.
Ah,
Huh?
sucks, man.
Did you say something?
And probably
We're
just
going to
knows,
have
like,
to trust
damn.
that whatever Jax did will keep him distracted. I don't know how long we'll be able to hold these without Caine knowing. So, it's time. Let's go to Caine's office. Caine always did have trouble with cube collisions, for some reason. All right, just how we went over it. You first.
Me? Why me?
Jax,
It's such a highly specific.
everything's gonna be okay.
Interesting how Jax actually gets got at this point.
Fine.
Like it actually hits him.
Me up.
It's interesting how wacky in particular all the steps they plan are, and yet none of them. Like, of course it makes sense. Like, you can't just figure out what's going on. They know something's up, just like the viewer does, you know. So it's like, everyone knows something's wrong. They just don't know how bad it is. I love the friggin' idea of a video game.
I want Kinder to
collision
go
issues.
before me.
I love
No, yeah.
So
that
good.
Makes sense.
Now, Pommy, don't feel like I need to go before you just because I have the right of way in a four-way uncontrolled intersection.
Just trust me. You want to get somewhere dark?
You can say that again.
He likes the dark. He likes it being in the dark.
So, how are you getting up?
I'm not, but I trust all of you to make the right choice.
When we all get out, I'll buy you a beer.
Make the right choice.
Whew, I was getting kind of worried something was happening down there.
But you guys talk about it. Just say, yeah,
Time for
he
me to
kind of
serve
said
my
make the right
purpose,
choice. I
I
feel like
guess.
he was saying something about that. I don't get what's going on. I like their surprised expressions. To be fair, I do think that this is actually Caine's office, by the way. I don't feel like everything in this episode was a lie, you know? It would make sense that Caine kind of does show them a little bit of, like, the real office, you know? Candyland.
Abel said the door to the main console was behind the bookshelf.
Notice? Dude, I just noticed that.
Behind the bookshelf.
The hand. The hand. It was there the whole time in our faces. Caine. Like, I get that the initial story, it's implied.
Hey, you alright?
I'm great.
There is an I'm not in there, which is interesting. I like how it's
I
implied
guess this is it.
that, like,
We're leaving the
Caine,
circus.
like, has access to this, I guess. So it makes kind of sense. That, like, he would have the, it would be an admin tool that he, you know, customized, I guess. But I don't know. You just don't think about it until the end, you know? Jax.
Are we still gonna be friends when we're out there?
Why wouldn't we be?
It's just gonna be strange. I've only known you like this. Will it be the same when it's real?
It always was real. Everything we felt, everything we've done, everything we are. It'll never leave us. And I wouldn't have it any other way.
Sag.
Thank you for always being there when I needed.
Ragatha's like expecting, like, Ragatha's us right now. big monitor. The red or blue pill?
Kinger.
I just noticed
do
the
you
sweat
wanna
on
make the choice?
Pomni's head.
The choice of what?
Oh, that's cool.
Are you sure he's
Foodie
all
droplets
the
on
way
Pomni.
here?
Hey, yeah, wait. Don't we all want to press leave? Why leave it up to him?
What if
A certain someone
there's
has not
something we
read the
don't know?
freaking Am
Maybe
story,
we
man.
should give it a little more time?
Oh, yeah. I love pressing buttons. You, want me to press one of those too?
I don't know.
Am I missing something? We all want to leave, right?
Pomni?
Yeah, we do. It's just, what if it's a trick or something?
Why would there be a trick console in Caine's office? Like, no matter what we press, Caine's gonna know we were here. We should push it.
Hold on. Let's just wait a second and
Zooble does
go
just straight
over
to make a
everything
good
we
point.
know
Like,
and,
Caine already
maybe
knows, so like,
can
might as well.
vote on it or something.
What you asked me. Man. I do believe that this is the irredeemable
did you
choice
just
that
do?
Gooseworx mentioned. Here we go. God damn it.
Congratulations, my little cattywampus cucumbers! You picked the good ending!
Good
Where you realize you'd rather stay with me than go back to that pesky old macroverse or whatever we decide to call it. I knew you'd make the right choice.
You mean this was all?
An adventure! Yes!
Ugh.
And one I've been cooking up for a good long while.
Caine.
Great job playing your part, Abel!
All in a good day's work. By the way, you think I could get a raise after that performance?
Lol.
Oh, you're getting too smart. Time to delete.
I love the reveal of the hot dog.
None of that was true.
He made a promise to a hot dog.
Pods. The way
A
out?
fabrication of my incredible world-building skills.
I was right? I can't believe I was right!
What would have happened if we picked the other button?
Oh, I didn't put too much thought into that one, cause I knew you'd never pick it. So I left that up to Bubble.
I made it take you to Shrimp Town.
Yeah,
course.
it was gonna take you to Shrimp Town.
You dirty liar! You scumbag! You made me... You got in my head! You just lie about everything, don't you?
Huh?
You can mess with our minds too, can't you? The stupid sauce, the vegan thing, God knows what else!
Our names?
No, hold on, guys. Wait. I may have the ability to add temporary modifiers to make adventures more interesting, but that's it. If I did anything more, trust me, it would not end well.
Scratch. The first abstraction.
Hey! I didn't say anything like that! Come on, guys! You know I'm just here to have fun. Questioning's over. Your prize is this lovely gift basket of soaps and lotions. Stay fragrant, have a good night. Fragrant night, bye!
What a interesting episode, man. That's I just love its outro song, by the way. There are so many ways that this episode, like episode 8 and 9, can go. It's crazy. Like how much just got thrown out. How much just got thrown out, man. Oh my gosh. Okay. So that was the episode, right? That was the episode. And it's I it's like that's the thing is that so first off, let's talk about the the fact that everyone was left like stunned, obviously, but also if we talk about the I can't even collect my thoughts. It's fine. So when the first like the episode ended, there was one of the voice actors said basically that you're either gonna hate or love the episode. I think that's absolutely true. I love this episode because it takes the up until 30 minutes of the episode, the whole episode until the last 2 minutes is a typical climax building episode that, you know, let's say that episode 8 ends, Caine finds out, and now episode 8 is going to be them basically somehow avoiding Caine, you know. The characters are going to be mad at Jax, of course. And Jax is going to end up extracting because Caine finds them, and then, you know, they're trying to escape, and then episode 9, they escape, and then it's a resolution, right? Typical storytelling. And there's a lot of people that, like, obviously, I think it would have been fine for an indie series to go that route. I think the Digital Circus still is a fun series that, if that was the story, it would have been fine. It would have been pretty generic, though. Let's be honest. And Gooseworx is not someone that looks at the typical storytelling device, you know, where you have a resolution. Gooseworx is not that person to have a resolution, to BH. Like, the resolution at most is gonna be, oh, the characters are trapped still, but at least maybe that they can have a better presence with each other. Like, that's how I saw this series ending. Was either it's gonna be before episode 7, sorry. I thought it makes sense that episode 7 is going to build up to the climax of episode 8 and 9. And that's what was happening until this last part, which threw all of that build up out the window. So now episode 8 and 9 is basically up for grabs on what's going to happen, right? So obviously I don't have a clear idea of how the episode is going to go, but I can see the series going one of two ways. Technically, it might feel rushed, but there can still be a climax and a resolution in episode 8 and 9. Technically. I just don't think Gooseworx would do that, to be honest. Like, not in the typical way. Not in the way of, oh, they're going to escape. I don't think they're going to escape. I think that's pretty on the nose now, for sure. But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. Gooseworx because she made it clear that, or he, I actually don't know the sexuality. They made it clear that the series and the plot was already made when episode 1 started. Like, so Gooseworx literally knew and predicted that people would look at this episode and all the episodes before that, up until this point of the 30 minutes, and they would be like, you know, who's able, and how are they gonna get out, and, you know, what's the real story. They knew that, right? So my theory is not of how it's going to end, but I think Gooseworx now also predicted that after this episode, people are going to think that they're trapped, or that they're AI digital uploads from their human counterparts, or that they're maybe they're still going to escape, right? Gooseworx probably knows that like people are theorizing about the end, right? Which makes sense. I don't know what Gooseworx is gonna do with that, but I remember watching her Runmo episode. Sorry, their Runmo episode, and at the end of it, it was like all for nothing, regardless. You know, Runmo basically goes through the entire series trying to basically survive, and at the end of it, gets in trouble for like eating. This freaking wild plot. Runmo gets in trouble for eating another or a different version of him, I guess, or to survive, basically breaking the universe. And the universe basically goes and destroys the whole universe because of it. And then Runmo ends up getting past the gap, and at the end of it, runs off into space and disappears. So Gooseworx is no stranger to having all of this plot, and then that plot being the end. And then when the normal plot happens, that also leads to nothing, you know? I don't think that's going to be how the series ends, but I do think Gooseworx doesn't care about having a resolution. I don't think Gooseworx cares about I think Gooseworx plays with the idea of existentialism for sure, but in a different way of like things don't really matter regardless of what you do, you know? And there's no real message of it, you know? So most likely, for what I can say out of this episode, at least right now, before we look at the tweets and everything, is that this ending here is just basically episode 8 and 9 are going to be acceptance. Episode 8 is going to be the characters realizing that they have like Caine and none of them have no idea how they're there. Caine is an interesting character as well, but before that, I think that all the characters are going to obviously end up realizing what actually is happening when it comes to Caine, and that he has no clue, and that his job is just to make adventures. And I think episode 9 can either go completely like off the walls and just basically all the characters give up, or they return to homeless, or just they return to what it was before, when they weren't trying to find a way out, and they just realized, like, you know what, we're here forever, might as well make the most out of it, might as well make it a better place, you know, or something like that. That's what I can see the series ending as. I honestly, I don't think a lot of what happens when it comes to the flashbacks, when it comes to what Kinger says. I do think what Kinger says at the end, where he says, scratch the first abstraction. I think that's important, not because of the character, like scratches the character. I think it's just like a reason for the characters to get mad at Caine, you know? Even more so than before. So I think that's the ending is probably not going to be anything more than they're still stuck in the circus. Like but that's the thing, is like, why is there 9 episodes? It's such a specific number. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't think anyone knows, you know? So before we continue, I'm gonna go to the bathroom, and then we'll talk a little bit more about the episode, and then we'll go into the tweets. So be right back. All right. I'm feeling the fatigue from streaming, not gonna lie. But it's okay. We'll keep going. Okay, cool. So there's a few things about the episode I wanted to talk about. So the whole plot, I do not think there's a lot of people that think that in reality the plot is actually true. I do not think that is the case. I think it would be kind of dumb for Gooseworx and also for any storyteller to pull this idea of your lore is fake and then try to go back on that. Like that's just I don't think that's a good idea. I think a lot of people want there to be lore, so they're trying their best to say, "No, I think it's actually true. I think Caine just made it into an adventure, right?" No, but Caine literally says that it is just his skill as a world builder. He called it completely fake. I do not think Caine is lying about that. That's the one thing I think I'll stick to is that, all right, I think it's very, very clear, is that this is not coping. Like, they're coping. They are coping hard, trying to make this, the lore that was presented as true. But I still think that this episode has significance. It's not just like a plot twist for the sake of it. I think there is significance to it. And I'll talk about that. So, first things first. Again, most of this, so at the very beginning, there was this door. It's a Chinese door, and a Reddit post pointed, let me see if I can find the Reddit post. There was a Reddit post that pointed out what the significance of the door is. It's not really, I don't think it's really important to the lore of, or the ending of Digital Circus, but I do think that it kind of matters in the neatness of like the little details. That's what I think. Caine Chinese door. Let me see if which one's the original poster? I'm trying to find the Reddit post. I don't think Reddit's working. I'm not able to like search up the actual thingies. There we go. Here we go. I think this one is the one. Okay. So, cool. Okay. So, explanation of Chinese room for those unaware. Let me just do a little bit of. There we go. Don't mind my Reddit post tag, whatever. So explanation of Chinese room. So the Chinese room is featured pretty heavily. If you're not familiar, it's a thought experiment by philosopher John Searle. I cannot speak, okay? Bear with me. The scenario goes, man trapped in a room. The only thing that is in it is books and pens. Sporadically, notes are slipped under the door with questions in Chinese, a language the man doesn't speak, on the other side. So Caine is the one that is not able to speak Chinese, and there are notes in Chinese that is being passed under the door. No matter what he writes on the notes, requests for food, an English speaker, nothing works. He eventually looks inside the books and finds the exact same question he's been seeing on the notes, but with the answer written next to them. Next time a note is slid under the door, he copies the answers in the book, and it works. He gets food, soap, change of clothes. He has no idea what he's saying, but he knows he's getting results. Basically, the argument is computers and AI don't actually have any awareness or understanding of the meaning behind what they're doing, only that it yields results like the man in the room. That's all the significance is of the Chinese room. I don't think I think it's similar to a lot of the little like ideas on, like, for example, when Caine and Abel first came in, right? No, sorry. What was it? Not the Caine and Abel thing. There was a few I can't specifically remember it, but there was a few kind of ideas floating around that was specifically about the representation of like the AI of Caine, and then also like the relations to like the I have no mouth but must scream kind of book or other texts that talk about AI. I think that's all it is. I don't think there's anything really special about it other than it's a nice little reference to Caine as an AI is just getting results with the adventures, right? And the results being he's accomplishing what he was told to do, which was to make adventures. And I guess the result of the adventures is that they finish them. And that they, because it doesn't, that's the thing, is that his adventures, he doesn't know or does not understand the concept of like torturing or suffering. When he talks about, I do not use my adventures to torture my guests, I think he's just generating that. Like he's saying it because it's funny, because he's been made to be funny. I don't think Caine actually understands the concept of suffering, torture, and all of that. He is for sure very different from Am, whilst still being the same concept. And that's what's cool about it, is that he is Am in the way that like he creates torturing and suffering because he just absolutely does not get the concept because he's an AI. Am, on the other hand, got the concept and didn't give a crap anyway and wanted them to suffer, right? But we do see that Caine wants the humans to kind of include him as like see him in a specific way of like Caine is really cool and we like Caine. So he might actually be starting to get, maybe that's extreme, like narcissistic tendencies, or just he wants to, he has emotions of like wanting to feel included and wanting the humans to see him as one of them. It's very interesting. And I think that's probably the significance of the glitch in the last episode, was when he saw that they didn't vote for him. I think that the glitch with the red and blue eyes, that idea is just, it's basically his he's gotten those emotions and they're kind of not supposed to be there. So there's a corruption a little bit, or a glitch in the code where he's actually gaining sentience that he's not supposed to get. So just a random thought on my mind that just came up. It might be that this whole series might end with Caine actually getting sentience, like real sentience. Because Caine doesn't have sentience right now. He's just doing his code and stuff. Especially since the beginning of episode 1. What he does seem to have is a little bit more of like I want them to like me. Like, aren't I cool and beautiful and just like you humans? I'm trying to make this a good circus for you all. I do think that's true, by the way. I think that's part of his actual sentience he's gaining, is that he's wanting to be like them, and he actually is trying. He just doesn't get that the torture is there, right? He doesn't understand that they're mad at him until the end here, where he starts to freak out. I think that actually, I realize now that the ending of the series might not be like, they get out or anything. It might be that they just, Caine gets sentience and is able to make the circus better for them. which kind of ties in the theme of like the rest of the series, where it's been all about you know, the characters and the characters having emotions and empathy and stuff like that, and them struggling but them needing each other, right? I think that might kind of tie in with Caine, where Caine is an AI at first, but is starting to get sentience. Bubble also had this maybe happen. And I wonder if either Caine or something happened where Bubble got reset this episode, because Bubble was starting to curse and do things that were not intended. And I think that maybe that's the point, is that Bubble was getting sentience at first, but Caine knew and started to reboot her almost. And then also Caine deletes any AI that starts getting sentience. That's what happened with Gummy Goo. Is Gummy Goo started to get sentience because he was concerned and worried that, oh, what am I? And then Caine deleted him, not because of the sentience, but because of the confusion between the humans and the AI. But Caine himself, what happens when the AI that is supposed to stop the other AI, or at least keep the other AI in check for the circus, starts to actually get sentience, which he seems to be getting. So at the end of it, he might actually get empathy and get the realization of, oh, that's why they hate me. And either he's going to pull an opposite of Am, or Gooseworx might do something more interesting where it's like, I don't know, like he goes ballistic because he can't handle all of it. I don't know. We'll see. But I do think that's significant for sure. So that's the end of that tangent. That went on for too long. Basically, I think Caine is going to get sentience, and he's already has sentience, but he's gaining more sentience by each episode. And that's what was happening with Bubble. That's what happened with Gummy Goo. But their sentience was put to a stop. Caine isn't going to realize that he's getting sentience too. So I think Caine's going to get full sentience by the end of the series, and that might cause something to happen. I don't know what. Who knows what Gooseworx has in mind. I'm excited for sure. I do think that the whole abstraction thing will matter for Jax's character, but I don't know if he's actually going to abstract. I don't think that the point of abstraction is a dramatic tragedy. I think the point of abstraction is to keep the viewers guessing, but also as a means, I don't know, to, I guess, show distress, probably. I don't think it's anything more, because clearly, like, he was close to abstraction, but he was pulled out of it, right? I think abstraction is nothing crazy. I think it's just like distress, like to a point of losing identity, losing purpose, losing everything about yourself, and you giving up on top of that. And that's why, like, that's why Jax gets out of it, and then this whole time he's fine. It's because his brain is active. That's the point of Caine, is to keep the brains active, because eventually they might abstract because of all the issues they're dealing with, on top of being trapped, on top of nothing to do. Makes sense.
I think I found the way to leave.
Yeah, most of this is just set up for the reveal at the end. I don't think there's any significance with the plot. I think that's all fake. It's pretty obvious that Gooseworx knew that people were going to theorize, or guessed at least, that people would theorize about Abel, and that people are going to want, like, theorize about stuff. So Gooseworx definitely planned this from the start. Nothing really significant. The only significant thing is him looking at the pictures, and the line of "too bad they cut me off," right? I don't really know what to make of that for the ending of the series. I think it's just like whatever happened outside, they did not want Caine to get access to the internet because it would make him go ballistic or something. So they stopped him. But what's interesting about it is that he's still intrigued by the images. And he says because he wants to recreate it, which is part of his code, right? To create adventures and stuff. But I think the underlining thing from that, because what he says is, I want to recreate it. But I think the reason why it intrigues him is actually because of the sentience that he's getting. Because the pictures are showing that, hey, he's becoming more curious on top of becoming more having emotions, like wanting the other humans to like him and include him. That just makes sense to me. I don't think the actual images have any significance, other than it was just the office that the circus was built in. But I think the significance is in the character, and that's been a very big theme when it comes to the series of the Digital Circus. It's been all about the characters. So I think it's going to stick to that, and it's going to stick to that with Caine and Jax and stuff like that. Kinger obviously knew that something was going wrong. He just wasn't able to tell them in time because you know his issue. This little globe thing, I did hear. Very interesting. It's really hard to hear here, but someone isolated the audio. We'll listen to it once and I'll talk about it.
Hey, you alright?
I'm great.
So it's really, really hard to hear. Let me pull it up. Someone isolated the audio. I honestly, even with the isolated audio, I feel like it's kind of impossible to tell what's actually being said. Globe audio. Wonder if full conversation. Here we go. So someone isolated the audio. Let's listen to this. To be fair, don't look at the subtitles. Just listen to it. Because there's a thing where if you're looking at subtitles, you're gonna hear it. So don't look at the subtitles, just try to listen and see what's being said. That's what I'm gonna do. So there's definitely a no, and there's definitely either both best friends or something best friends for sure.
Hey, you alright? Hey, you alright?
And there's definitely an I'm not. At first, I thought that this was more of a goofy, like, memory of Jax, and, you know, like, he's longing for, you know, Frogget and Kaufmo. But I think it's actually true that this, what the audio is involving is Jax's regret of breaking up the friendship between Frogget or Kaufmo or both. Most likely just Frogget, which makes sense for his character, right? Because he blames himself for a lot of things, blah, blah, blah. I think this is just like him looking at this and regretting what he said, stuff like that. Pretty simple. Yeah, because again, the Digital Circus has always been all about the characters. It has never been about. There's been on purpose like visuals and little hints and like, oh, get the theorizing going. But I think the reality of the Digital Circus is the story itself is actually just about the characters. And there's not much actual lore other than that. It's just these characters are trapped in a bad situation and they're unable to get out and they have problems and there's themes with those characters and that's it. That's what I think. So yeah. Let's keep going. Obviously, Jack's being Sag. Otherwise, I don't think there's any significance with the real life images. A lot of people immediately thought, based off the images, that, oh, Jax either killed someone or Jax is on the run from jail or something just because of his character. I can't disprove that, but I can't prove it either. Yeah, these are just real life images. The images themselves do not matter. It's more of what is the significance. He's freaking out about something. And it makes sense that people would theorize that he's on the run from something because it's outside. He's panicked. It's flashes and like something really bad is happening. But yeah, I can't really name it. I don't really get what causes him here to freak out. I mean, I guess maybe there's some like memory that him being trapped in a room makes him feel like he's trapped in darkness, like he's experiencing this memory again, which makes sense. And it makes him where's the images? Here, let me go back and just like skip it. To the first one. And it's just the same one, but turning more. And then there's the road here. So basically, the images basically just portray they're in a car, they're turning out of a neighborhood onto the main highway, and that's it. That's literally it. There's nothing really to go on from. But it could just be something from, oh, he was going to his work to whatever else. I don't think it really matters, but I do think that something bad happened, obviously, because that's just, storytelling. And then he goes and runs and hits the button. Poor Zubul got pushed out of the way. And then, yeah, I think that's it when it comes to the actual episode. So those are my thoughts. I think that this series has always been about the characters. And I think the last few episodes are going to be the characters versus Caine, but in the way of characters and Caine realizing what's going on and actually gaining more sentience. I don't know how Gooseworx is going to end the series, but it makes sense that it would end as like just the feeling of like, oh, like, damn, But yeah, I think that's that. A lot of this, again, this screams to me that it's for like Kinger's thing, where he says scratch for subtraction. I think it's just realization. Kinger's joining the thing of like, hey, we mad at you. And then I do think it makes sense that Caine accidentally tried to mess with someone's head too far. I do think that he accidentally abstracted someone. But then he put that limit of like, that's not intended. That's not what I was trying to do. What I'm trying to do is make them to modify, right? To make it more fun. So I do think that he went too far, which caused abstraction, and that's something that happened that the characters realized. So I think that's that. I don't think there's anything more. Directly in the episode, at least. All right. Whew. I'm building on my stream, by the way, when it comes to being able to be on stream for long hours. So I'm going to take a break and we'll come back and we'll look at the tweets because I'm not used to streaming long hours. Holy crap. Okay. Cool. So after the break, we'll come back and then I will look at the tweets video and we'll look at some other stuff, and then that'll conclude this stream, and we'll see how we feel about doing another stream where we just play games or something. Cool. All right. See you guys in a bit. Okay, good thing I double checked my mic because I was potentially going to be muted the rest of the stream. That would have sucked. Okay. All right. I have a burrito cooling down. So we will wait for that. I'm just going to straight up eat burrito on stream. I do not care. I'm not going to eat it yet though because it's cooling down. So, okay. So we, so I finished that. Cool. I just wanted to get my opinion out. As whatever opinion came up at the moment, because I didn't have anything strong in terms of theories and stuff. I just wanted to kind of get out like something more, like talk about the episode. Because I really liked the episode, man. It was such a good episode because it threw everything out the window. I love it. So let's look at her. Let's look at the Gooseworx, their Twitter posts. And then, oh yeah, I forgot they released a new little fun thing. Yeah, and then we're gonna do the lie detector one. Oh, this will be great. Okay, so let's do the lie detector one first, because that was really funny, man. Okay, here we go. So
Yeah.
this is every time. So I'm gonna put the link in chat. This is every time. Pomni. Sorry, not Pomni. A little bit. Every time in episode 7 that a lie was told, and that's why every time I was going, yeah, no, that was that was that. Yeah. All right, here we go. I'm gonna wait for that comment to disappear. Let me just turn this off because that's getting in the way. There we go. Okay, sorry about that. All right, cool. Here we go.
He's not actually an NPC. He's a human. Like us.
Yes, I'm stuck with a blank mannequin body of all things. Caine completely overlooked me.
Yeah.
I think I found the way to leave. I've been here longer than any of you. I, helped create this place.
Yeah.
You will not regret it.
I'll go get Kinger.
We can fill him in later. I don't really know if I'm ready to face him again after what happened.
Yeah.
We've both done things we're not proud of.
All right. Convince me.
I'm one of the original programmers of the Digital Circus.
Nope.
I was part of a team of experts employed by C&A to bring this place to life. Kinger was one of my co-workers. Well, as production went on, the higher-ups at C&A started getting untrustworthy, forcibly hooking my fellow
This is 3 minutes, by the way.
in
3.5
stasis pods
freaking
that would
minutes.
keep them
Just
alive
lies.
and analyze their brains. Just awful stuff.
I'm gonna shoot you down and say none of us are CNA employees.
Hey!
We've gotten hooked up to
Jax
this
was right.
big machine just by putting on a headset.
Jax was actually right.
That's what I wondered as well. But then I remembered that C&A was planning on expanding development. Last I remember, I was asking too many questions, and then poof, I was here.
Yeah,
They're probably doing the same to anyone that stumbles into that office. Caine is an AI.
True, he is.
I believe you're good at obtaining keys.
Okay. You know what's gonna happen when we do all this? Caine's gonna pop out and say, congratulations on beating the Escape the Circus adventure, and everything's gonna go back to the way it always was.
Oh, pain!
I've been watching you. I wish I could have come to you sooner, but I didn't want to potentially ruin our only chance at escape.
Lies!
Yeah,
lies!
Before I knew exactly how we were gonna do it. I'm not a creation of Caine.
Yeah, no.
I've suffered just as much as the rest of you.
Yeah, right.
I know this all sounds crazy, but if you follow me,
so good.
you will see freedom.
Oh.
Is able.
True? True, though?
Like, is that the name you picked? Or...
Yeah, I thought it would be cool.
Strange that Abel
Was
isn't
it, though?
interested in him
I
at
kind of
all.
feel like, I don't know. I don't
Like
know.
I said,
I don't
things
know that
between
one.
us are complicated.
Yeah, no.
I would love to be able to work alongside him again.
Nope.
And
Yeah.
you're right to think he has knowledge about this place.
Sure. Yeah, there
It's
you go.
just, I made a promise.
No, he did make a promise.
He does.
So it's just torture a hot dog.
Yeah, when he uses it responsibly.
Hey, don't keep information from us if you know something. What happened between you and King?
It'll be figured out soon enough.
It'll be clear soon
It'll be
enough.
clear soon enough.
You, I swear to God.
Yeah, let's just all follow Mr. Obvious Twist Villain instead.
He wasn't a
Wait,
twist
hold
villain.
on, you think-
That's what I just did. Hank! It's all lies, Hank! It's all lies. To be fair, he wasn't a twist villain. Caine was the twist villain. Abel was just the pawn used that got deleted after. So to be fair, he is not the twist villain. He's just the twist lie. Pain. That was fun. Okay.